it's following me. All right. All right. Testing, testing, testing. We
One, two,
should be
three.
we should be live. We should be live streaming. I feel like I should give you the big chair.
Are you
Because
saying I need a booster seat?
yes. Yes, you need a booster.
Oh my goodness.
Yep. But
This is fine.
okay. Work on your posture. What's up, gang? How we doing? How we doing?
Happy Thursday.
Amy, what's up?
Hey, Amy.
Hope you guys are doing well. This is a ask me anything type of thing, right? We are gonna have fun today. We've been having a ton of questions, especially specifically over the holidays. A ton of questions coming in about our relationship for Jen
Mm-hmm.
and I, for me and my wifey, as well as our business. About questions related towards funding, how to talk to banks. Um, we
Mm-hmm.
do weekly webinars of training and giving like as much value as we can, but there's always ongoing questions. And so we want to bring as much peace to that as possible by answering some of those questions and getting you guys all prepared and positioned. So with that being said, we're going to open it up. If you have questions, we have answers. And if we
Mm-hmm.
don't have answers, we will let you know as well. Um,
And,
this thing is annoying.
and cool. High tech, babe. High tech.
Anyway, before we jump into, because we have a list of questions that we have gathered up from so many individuals asking questions. But if you have
Mm-hmm.
questions specifically, please put them in the chat. We are live streaming as well on IG, on YouTube, and
Mm-hmm.
on Facebook, which is fun. And so whatever platform that you guys are on right now, you guys know there's some kind of algorithm, whether it's like the thumbs coming in left and right, the hearts, a little sad face. Interact with us, comment below, share this out. If you're not following us, follow us. It's going to be Brandon Elliott Investments or Credit Counsel Elite. And then we have Brandon Elliott Investments on YouTube and so forth. And
Mm-hmm.
then yours is
Jennifer, the entrepreneur.
on IG. So make sure you follow us and then ask away any questions that you might have. We're going to run into some questions for you and try to help speed up that process. We can do it for a little bit. I'd like to do these a little bit more
Mm-hmm.
because number one, it's fun just hanging out with you and kind of doing this together. But also, there's a lot of, how do you say, trials and tribulations. There's been a lot of things that we've overcome as the beginning entrepreneur stages. We've been doing this for 10 plus years, which is cool, which is crazy and exciting. When we first met, we were working in a restaurant, but like within a month or two of us, I don't, it was like even this first month of us dating, we got invited to a mastermind group, fell in love with it, joined the whole crew, like took the took the Kool-Aid, loved it, and learned a ton and became mastermind junkies over
Mm-hmm.
the years and always just really wanted to get ourselves into the high level rooms
Yeah.
of people that were already there, that were already like been there, done it, can help pull us up.
Mm-hmm.
And because we definitely resonate with, you don't want to be the smartest guy in the room or gal, um, but you are the average of the five people you spend the most time with.
So good.
So you do the math on that. Again, a lot of people want this. A lot of people want the cash money, which is all fun and dandy. What cash can do for you is amazing. It can help buy homes. It can help um, fund dreams, goals. It gives opportunities, which
Mm-hmm.
is incredible. But I can tell you what, cash is great. Credit is always king, and this is what brings a lot of peace for us outside of Jesus. So um, so we've been able to break down this little thing called credit and credit hacking, if you will. But really, as a credit specialist, we
Mm-hmm.
have really dialed this stuff in. So long story short, we're going to open it up for Q&A, but I want to invite you because it'd be such a disservice if I did not invite you to
Mhm.
our 3-day 0% capital boot camp. It's at the very end of this month. Like it's coming up quick. It's not this
Mhm.
weekend, it's next weekend. So January 30th, 31st, and then February 1st. And that is Friday, Saturday, Sunday. It's full days. It's
Mhm.
going to be 5 8-hour days, but it's going to be very impactful. It's going to be great. We've had a lot of breakthroughs from so many other members in the past and other people that have just gone through and experienced it.
Yeah, I love it. Everything that you said. So, this is your sign if you're looking for signs.
Mm-hmm.
Please,
This is it.
this is it.
We don't believe in any coincidences. Like
No,
if you had a gut feeling to check us out, check this out. Get your tickets while they're still discounted
and still,
because it's just next week. We're giving
yeah.
away bonuses and so much other things right now. So what you can do is literally DM us or
Mhm.
comment anywhere. Um 3
Three
day,
day.
3 day, the
So,
number 3 and then day. Um you can literally just check out, DM us, comment
mhm.
that, or in my bio for Credit Counsel Elite or Brandon
Okay.
Elliott Investments, you can get your tickets there. Otherwise, if you want some more free, incredible content this Sunday, 2 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, we're going live for a full hour, deep diving, step by step presentation style, showing you
Mhm.
testimony, showing you how you can actually implement this on your own. But it's only 1 hour. So come for that. It's free this Sunday, 2 p.m. If you want to be a part of that, that is just you can message, text, DM Sunday, and we can get you a
Mhm.
link for that.
Yeah,
Cool.
I love that. And I just want to add in why we do the Ask Me Anything, why we do the 3 day events, why we do the webinars, why we do it all
Uh huh.
is really because credit has changed our lives forever.
Ever,
Forever.
ever,
We were
forever,
able
ever.
to reach financial freedom. We were able to help out our family. We were able to pour into communities and nonprofits that we believe in.
Yeah.
We were able to give back so much more because of credit and the members that we've helped. How many members have we helped out now?
It's almost 4,000 since 2017. We started helping out other people. 2015, we started doing it ourselves.
Yeah.
I've been playing around with FICO scores, banking models,
Mhm.
what the rich have been doing since 2011. But 2015, we started actually using it for real estate, changed our lives. 2 years later, we were like, hey, we gotta show other people how to do this.
Yeah, we got out of our W-2 jobs
Mhm.
and did not look back.
Yeah.
Never looked back.
They weren't impressive W2 jobs, let me tell you that. But it depends. You could either love your job or hate your job. It doesn't matter. If you find yourself acknowledging being smart enough to realize you cannot count on your boss or your job to be
Mhm.
able to pay your bills or handle your finances, your future, your family, like that stuff, if you want more stability, it comes down to diversifying and being
Mhm.
more positioned and prepared for it. So
Yeah.
anyway, if you guys have any questions, let us know. Otherwise, let's open it up. We
Cool.
got a bunch.
I'm gonna kick it off, but there is hope, you guys. There is hope out there. And
Hmm.
hey, Holly, shout out.
What's up,
Welcome in.
Holly?
All right. Let's start a little crazy. What is the biggest lie sold to beginners? What is the biggest lie sold to beginners?
The biggest lie sold to beginners.
Mm-hmm.
It's a good question. Who asked that? That's funny. So the biggest lie sold to beginners is going to be that the banks don't want to lend to you.
Mm.
That the banks um, or it's either the banks don't want to lend to you and that you know because everybody's got like one bank that they hate. They're like, hey, Bank of America sucks,
Mm-hmm.
don't get me started, Wells Fargo, you got to be kidding me, or Bank of America, Chase, these guys are all the worst of the worst. And yes, they all suck, but they're all the same. They all need to lend to you though, right? that's
Yeah.
that's what you got to understand. It's because you're positioning yourself wrong. You're saying the wrong things. You don't have a relationship. Your FICO score stinks. All these things, that stuff matters. And if you don't know the rules to the game, you will put your foot in your mouth. You'll mess it up. And so that's why they're labeling you as more of a high risk. The other thing that I would say that The question again
is what is the biggest lie
the
sold to
yeah,
beginners?
the other thing that I would say the biggest lie is of like the today's day and age, the Instagram success model, overnight success, like the magic pill, if you will. Everybody thinks that
So good.
um,
Mm-hmm.
that the results that we have and that we show and that we preach on,
Mm-hmm.
um, there's so many people out there, they want the quick magic pill of like, hey, I want this tomorrow, I want it yesterday. It's
Mm-hmm.
like they think it's going to be super easy, and the simple fact is it works if you work it,
Mm-hmm.
and if you're actually following the outline of it. It's not going to be overnight success. If it was, you and your grandmother would have already done it. Okay, when your grandma knows, then it's already too late. You know what I'm saying? Like, then it's easy. But because it's not, everybody wants that easiness.
Mm-hmm.
um Anything worth fighting for is like worth the energy and efforts to go after. Like, what would five hundred
Wow.
thousand dollars at the best terms and conditions, the highest limits possible, and doing it with confidence and boldness, knowing that you can get up to 90% approval odds, not winging it any longer? What
Mm-hmm.
would that be worth to you is a good question to ask. Every 6 months per person. You know what I'm saying? It's like,
Yeah.
what is that actually worth? And so many people actually think that they can outsource it or whatever. It's like, you can't outsource your push-ups, I always say, but you can hire on a trainer, a nutritionist, get your blood work done.
Mm-hmm.
You can, like, what does an Olympic gold medalist do? They're not doing it solo. They're doing it with a dream team.
Yeah. You can better position yourself with that.
Yeah.
That was really good. Very powerful. Okay, here's another okay, spicy one. What do you wish people would stop doing immediately? I have something.
Yeah. What do you got?
Okay, so again, the question is, what do you wish people would stop doing immediately?
Mm-hmm.
I would say what I've been noticed is just giving up so easily
Yep.
without like putting everything that they got. And even when they put everything that they got, they have the power to do one more.
Yeah.
And if you guys listen to Emma Let, that's one of his
Yep.
books that he came out really powerful, The Power of One More. And you are so capable of doing so much more than you think. So when you're about to throw in that towel, that's really where you need to drive it in faster from the first time.
Yeah.
And let me tell you, that mentality has helped Brandon and I get to where we are now. And if we can do it, so can you. Nothing like the only thing different is like the throwing in the towel. How fast are you to throw in the towel and how fast are you to just keep going when you want to give up?
Yeah. That's so good. Yeah, one of the reasons I said this speaking at an event recently of like, somebody asked the question of how did you get your podcast to be, number 1.5 globally? Like, there's so many podcasts out there. How did you get yours to stand out? I was like, you really want to know the trick? You want to know the thing? It's we never quit. We consistently do it every single Monday for the
Mm-hmm.
last 8+ years. We
Mm-hmm.
have over 430 episodes. That's how. So many people quit.
Yeah.
And eventually, you quitting or giving up 3 feet
Mm-hmm.
from gold will always suffer because of that. And so I was going to say the same thing. I was going to say another version of that is kind of
Mm-hmm.
just self-sabotaging,
Mm-hmm.
or pointing the finger of like, this is a scam, it doesn't work. It's like, without even actually giving it the opportunity or trying.
Yeah.
You already have such a closed mindset because it, like, the banks have denied you in the past, and
Mm-hmm.
because you're so clueless. I see on ads sometimes, people replying back to our ads of
Mm-hmm.
like, you know, what bank is giving out 0% interest? It's like, dude, did you even Google it? Did you even Google it? Like, there's just a couple, there's like just a few that have 0% interest opportunities. They just don't know any better. So then they close down and they're like scam, BS, lies. And it's like, dude, you'll always be broke, busted, and disgusted if you keep living with that stinking thinking mindset.
Mm-hmm.
And so,
That's a really
it's good.
good like question right there to throw out of like what asking yourself if you're taking notes like what and I'm sure you guys are taking some notes down because
You
that's the
should
type of
be.
people that's the type of
Should be.
people who shows up during this kind of hour and really the question is what filter am I putting on? Like that would be a good question. What filter am I putting on when I am about to enter something. And
Good.
so that's something you got to sit with it and give yourself time to answer that question. Also, I want to point out too that you said if you're looking, well, two things. If you're looking for the wrong things, like if you're always pointing out something wrong, you're gonna find something wrong. It's like if you're gonna check the phone, you're gonna find something you don't like, period, right?
Hmm.
And two, biggest word that he said in there was consistency. Now let me tell you, rain or shine, we always have the podcast. And now you guys probably have heard of that line. How you do one thing is how you do everything. Can you just imagine the level of like um if that's one thing that you do, then you are everything in life you're going to be doing the same. So consistency is key. And then okay, wait, actually last point is when he talked about who you hang around with. All right, guys, stop. There's one thing actually, stop asking for other people's advice that have not done it.
Yep.
Please stop. This is the year to stop doing that, okay? Because that's going to hinder your growth
Yep.
and you're going to like go back and wish you didn't ask that question or whatever it may be, live in regret. So please just stop asking somebody who hasn't done it before and ask people who have done it, who have gone to where you want to go.
Hmm.
That's really a big secret here.
That's good. I love it. Amy, Holly, and then what's the last? Jeanette.
Jeanette, sorry we were saying that wrong. Let us know.
If you guys have any questions, let us know in the chat.
Mm-hmm.
And then the ones on live stream through like Facebook, YouTube, IG. I'm sorry, I haven't figured out how to actually get any of those questions in the comments there, but leave them anyway
Yeah.
or DM us and ideally in the comments so that I can actually check it out later and I'll make sure
Mm-hmm.
to respond back personally.
Yes. And if he doesn't,
She'll stay on top of me for it.
yes, and we'll make sure we'll write it down so then during these live Q&A that we can go over it.
We'll get it on the next one.
Cool. So there was this question that said, where do most credit hackers over optimize? I'm actually going to switch it up to actually, what do most credit hackers under optimize?
Yeah, I was gonna say it's never over.
Under.
You know, there could be an over
Okay,
when
let's touch
I
both.
yeah when I tell people how important the bank relationships are, we have members
Mhm.
that identify like, oh yeah, that they start realizing because they start seeing the truth and they're like, man, they are very crucial. It's important. So the know like and trust factor matters.
Mhm.
So how long you had a bank, uh, like an account with, how
Mhm.
many products and services, like how many accounts do you have with that bank,
Mhm.
and then how much money is going in versus going out over the last 30, 60, or 90 days. Some banks even 6 months. All that
Mhm.
stuff matters. Some members overcomplicate this and feel like they need to have a bank relationship with every single application. And when we say every single application, I'm talking about we recommend when somebody does their mass apply a
Mhm.
minimum of 10, but I even hate that number, but a minimum of 10 to like 50 plus applications. Our average is like 27, 28 applications being approved and like on their list. So that's just like something to be aware of. Can you imagine the pressure of feeling like you need to have 30 plus accounts? Um, and you can't open them all in one day. You got to space them
Mhm.
out like weekly or every 2 weeks, opening one bank relationship. So
Mhm.
some people feel like they get held back with that, but they overcomplicate it. There's going to be certain banks that it's going to be mandatory or else they're not giving you funding.
Yeah.
Something good to know. It's a bank rule, bank policy, right?
Mhm.
There's going to be many others that will it help if you have a relationship? Heck yes. Is it mandatory? No. Will it hold you back if you wait and wait and wait for the perfect time? Yes. So stop and just do it. And over time, just get used to the rhythm of constantly opening up more bank relationships over time to better serve you.
Yeah, that's
Um,
really good. Oh, okay. So for all listeners right now, and maybe they don't know why we call it mass supply, can you just share quickly of like what is a mass supply?
Yeah, mass apply is an application sequence. When done correctly, you can get up to 90% approval odds.
Mm-hmm.
You can get the highest limits and the best terms and conditions. So you're applying anywhere from 10 to 50 plus applications over about a 30-day time frame. You always start off with business credit first, and then you move your way into personal credit afterwards. You can do each one of those over about a 30-day time frame. And it's not just credit cards. A lot of people get stuck on that thinking like, well, Brandon, you always show these stack of credit cards. Like, yes, when it comes down to 0%, you're only going to find it in credit cards. It's good to know. Write that down. But we're talking about any financial products and services that these banks
Mm-hmm.
offer. And there's over 400 of them, depending on the banks. So just keep that in mind. Um, yeah, it could be loans, it could be anything, even mortgages. Again, you're not going to get 0% on those, but you want to make sure that you know how to get 90% approval odds, the highest
Mm-hmm.
limits, and the best terms and conditions so that you're not winging it, wasting time.
You know, this is actually a really good follow-up question to somebody. Somebody asked, what matters more, profile strength or sequencing?
Sequencing,
Mm-hmm.
profile strength, or sequencing. Um, Yeah, the sequencing is going to be better because somebody that's like in an 800
Yeah.
FICO score, we've had members with an 840 FICO score. Quick story: we had one member join. His FICO score wasn't that. He was in the sixes, but he was so excited. His first week in, he's like gassed up on. He's like, "Yeah, I'm seeing the testimonies in the group. He's seeing the culture. He's seeing the community. He's seeing the impact. He's seeing the wins, wins, wins." He's
Mm-hmm.
starting to get like some FOMO of like, man, I want to get that. But he's working on fixing his credit, which is totally reasonable. Everybody's got to start with that.
Mm-hmm.
Most people don't realize that. Everybody's got to start with that. But what he was thinking, because he was still uh, brand new and he's still, nationwide type of mindset, is the FICO score is all you need. And so as he's doing his training, as he's going through stuff and he's brand new, he's not really communicating yet with his member success manager accountability partner. He's thinking to himself, well, my sister has an 840 FICO score. Damn near perfect. It only goes to 850, ladies and gentlemen. That's a good number, 840. So he's thinking, man, all the people getting applications approved, like they're sending which bank it is and everything. I could just have her start applying and get some funding. So
Mm-hmm.
what they did was, and I'm sure they had more than just 7 on their list, but they started with 7, and they applied for 7 in a row. And guess what happened? Anyone? It was denied, denied, denied,
Mm-hmm.
denied, 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 denied.
With the 840 score.
Every single one denied because, again, there's 45 metrics behind the credit profile.
Yeah.
10 of those metrics are related to the 6 boxes that make up your FICO score. Very important.
Mm-hmm.
But the bank relationship is very, very crucial. How that is established. And then also what you say on these applications. How much money is going in versus going out? Do you have a relationship? Have you opted into the pre-screening? Are you working with a business bank relationship manager? Do you have an entity or not? What's the age of the entity? Is it 2,
Mm-hmm.
4, 10 years plus? Is it in a good state, or is it in a like a liability state, or a protection state? Like, there is so much to it. What you
Mm-hmm.
state on your applications matter. And so the list
Yeah.
goes on and on and on. And if you don't know these things, then of course, there's bank rules too, bank policies. Like, if
Mm-hmm.
you're out of the state and this particular regional bank or small local credit union doesn't fund to your state, then you might naturally get denied. You might need to have a bank account to get approved. If you're applying for their elite credit card, you may need to have their elite checking account. And if you don't, and
Mm-hmm.
you just have their basic tier, you're automatically getting denied. What
Mm.
is your highest and lowest credit card limit? The list goes on and on and on. Because if you don't know these things, if you don't position yourself properly, you will be making that mistake. It's a deadly mistake because you're
Mm-hmm.
wasting time, you're messing up your credit profile. You don't want to do those things. This
Yeah.
is exactly what we're talking about at our 3-day 0% capital boot camp. If you want to be a part of that, just comment 3-day, or DM us 3-day,
Mm-hmm.
or simply just go and get your ticket right now underneath our bio, underneath IG and
Mm-hmm.
Instagram for Credit Counsel Elite or Brandon Elliott Investments.
Yeah, that's so good.
Yeah.
That was a great question. Okay. Mm. Okay. How long does it take to get approved and funded?
Yeah, so our average is about 70 days to begin the actually like being prepared and positioned to
Mhm.
start applying. There's a couple caveats to that. That's why we have a 90-day challenge, is because the goal is that you can start with within 90 days. We've also had people do it as fast as 10 days. We've had plenty of people in the past do within 30 days.
Mhm.
Um, Will somebody beat our record of, earlier than 10 days? I'm sure somebody will, but is that the average? No. It's more the exception.
Mhm.
Um, the average, like I said, it's about 65, 70 days into it. However, the fixing piece. See, the fixing piece is something that's out of our control. It's not up
Yeah.
to, as bad as you want it and as bad as I want it for you. It's not up to you and I. It's up to the three bureaus.
Mhm.
So if you're above 700s, there's really no excuse for you not getting your mass apply in within the 70 days, realistically.
Mhm.
Unless you're busy, 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 and you're not prioritizing a minimum of 5 hours per week or 30 minutes a day to keep the momentum going.
Mhm.
Um, Otherwise, if yeah, it's just one of those situations. If you're under 700s and you got something late, derogatory, delinquent, public records, hard inquiries galore, and you're fighting to get those things off, the good news is when there's a will, there's a way. Over time, you'll be able to, anything and everything you can get removed, improved, and drastically changed and deleted off your credit profile to better your situation.
Mhm.
However, it's a timing thing. And understand that
Yeah.
it's not just the three bureaus, TransUnion, Equifax, and Experian. It's thousands of these third-party agencies. All of them are like data collecting companies, and they're really just looking for, you know what, they're trying to keep this information on there. That's the data they paid for. They're
Mhm.
trying to keep it on there. So they may give stall tactics. Anyway, we have techniques, we have strategy. We're going to be teaching that at our 3-day virtual 0% boot camp as well. You're going to want to be a part of it, especially if you're struggling with any of that. It's going to be epic. So literally just click the link, grab your ticket for the 3-day virtual.
Mhm. And keywords again is 3 and day, or just go into the link, the bio for Credit Counsel Elite. So that was really good. Um, oh my gosh, almost forgot what I was about to say when it comes to okay, when I remember, I'll stop and I'll share it again because it was really good. It was something that you said. But right now, this was another good question. Okay, so I kind of split this into two. What advice will age the best? And I'm gonna do like a business and a personal. Let's do business first. What advice will age the best?
What advice will age the best?
Like the timeless like advice that will stand true to the test of times.
I think always like be open minded and get yourself into bigger communities. Like soak up as much information as possible.
Mhm.
Learn, 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 learn. Read books. Like if you're broke and you have no money at all, stop scrolling online and
Mhm.
just start reading a ton of books. There's so much value in them. There's so much yeah, there's so much stuff that you can soak up.
Yeah.
Like if I had a superpower, it would be to not just learn, but also retain all the information that I learn.
Mhm.
And if I could do that, I would just stay at the library all day and soak it all up because there's so much value in that.
Yeah.
And what that could do for you is save you so much time, so much trial and error, and so much money and so much pain and frustration if you could get to where you want to go a heck of a lot faster instead
Mhm.
of like screwing around. It's kind of like a GPS. Like when you fly to another state and you go get into that state and you've never been there before, what do?
Mhm.
You get into an Uber and you have an address that you send them, right? Or you get into a car rental, again, you you type in an address on your GPS, right? So you know where you're going. It would be really, really stupid. It would be super idiotic if you did not have an address. You just had a picture of where you're going. Like, this is the picture of the house I'm looking for.
Mm-hmm.
and you showed up, got in the Uber and said, "This is what I'm looking for."
Yeah.
And then you're just driving around the streets. Do you realize how long that would be? How frustrating, like how ridiculous, how stupid that even sounds? I know
Mm-hmm.
it sounds crazy.
Mm.
And so just being mindful of that and not ridiculous, like get that education, get that GPS. Be around other people that can help get you there, who
Mm-hmm.
can give you the address.
Yeah, that's so good. Okay, so I want to do a business and then we'll kick it back off about like a personal one, like in life, like
Yeah.
personal. So for business, I would say for us that to even start credit even sooner,
Yeah.
sooner than we needed, because
It's a
then,
foundation.
yeah, exactly. So we, I mean, we started pretty good, but if we knew sooner how much like we can get into credit right away, we will be able to pick even more deals and not lose out on more opportunities that was just passing us by. So I would say, yeah, credit, get on credit,
Yep.
learn and soak it up. So it kind of correlates with you, but really with the credit and not like when you need it.
Yeah.
It's like credit, you want to build it before you actually need it. So then when an opportunity arises, then you're able to take on that opportunity. So that's like a business lesson.
And even though like we started young, not as young as we could, but we still started very young, which is
Yeah.
great. What a blessing. We didn't have any mentors when it came down to credit side of things.
Yeah.
And that's really crazy to think of because we still lost out on over 9 different banks, lost over 1 million in funding. And what that would have turned into today with that relationship could have been tremendous. It could have been huge.
Yeah.
But still, even failing forward and just like pushing through things
Mm-hmm.
and still to be where we're at today, it's like shoulda, coulda, woulda with all the past. But it's how incredible it is to still sit with like, man, we've come very far, all thanks to obviously God, number one, but then number two is like the power of having this foundation of credit
Mm-hmm.
has really been able to help out tremendously. And so yeah, I love that piece.
That was good. Okay, so now going back.
So
Okay,
personal,
so what advice will age the best? And this is gonna be personal related.
yeah, you tell me.
Okay, well, number one thing that popped up in my for personal
Mm-hmm.
that will stand the test of time is really having faith, believing, and whether that's like for us, we're Christians, so God, and just believing what Jesus did, and that has helped us not only
Not just
in.
what he did, but also the favor that he has for you and what he wants for you. Like that
Mm-hmm.
he's not a God that like dangles a carrot. You don't need to win his heart. You just need to like he wants really, really amazing things for you.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah, he wants you to live a life with abundance and really like just see my life how I am with my relationship with God has really shifted not only in business and you know family relationships but even with us personally.
yeah.
Like Brandon and I have grown so much together and even stronger, and it's because our foundation is rooted in God. And when we're standing in that, we're not selfishly thinking about ourselves. It's like, okay, well, this is with God as our foundation, and then we seek Him first, then everything will align.
Mm-hmm.
And let me tell you, our life has been aligned because of that.
It's been good.
Very good.
Happy wife, happy life.
Mm-hmm.
What I would say for personal is that um, focus on health first because when health is
That's really
jacked
good.
up, uh, you could have 99 problems until you have a health situation or a health scare.
Yeah.
Uh, you have no other problems. Like when you have that health scare and you're on your
Mm-hmm.
deathbed or you get hit by a bus or whatever happens, like that's the only problem you have then, and that's really important. And so focusing on whatever you can do to prioritize your health first and positioning yourself for longevity and so forth, like it's very crucial. And that's what I would, if you can get addicted to working out and being focused on healthier lifestyle, healthier eating and things like that at a young age, the younger the better. It's yeah, I would say that would be incredible. And if you grow up broke, busted, disgusted like we did, then there's going to be things that you got to break off because you don't know any better, and you fall into some, bad
Mhm.
habits or whatever. So
Yeah, that's so good. And really giving your guys like grace on, you know, falling short and whatever it is, just take everything with biteable steps,
mm,
you know. So I wanted to throw that out there. That was a really good question. So thanks for whoever put that one down there.
come on.
Um, okay, let's go back. Okay. Oh my gosh, where's that question I wanted to? Oh, he's reading just in case if you guys write any questions, he's looking for them. Okay. Oh, you have something?
I was gonna say something about our relationship.
Oh, ooh. Okay.
Ooh.
Throw it down. And then I
So
have something too.
so when we fight, let's get something juicy. When we fight,
Mm,
um how do we act?
mm.
How do we act, or how what is the best thing that is recommended instead of how we act?
We have disagreements. We don't have
We never have
we have
disagreements.
disagreements.
Ever.
Um and we don't have like crazy fights, but when we do, when there is a disagreement and
We throw plates.
no, just
We curse
just a
at each
fine
other.
china. No, I'm
Just
just
to
kidding.
find China.
Just a fine china, just to make it worse. No, I'm just kidding. No. Um, a couple of things. Well, one, um, we pray about it, and it's
If we can.
if we can. Okay,
If
let's
you're
we're
so
really honest.
enraged at that time,
Mm-hmm.
sometimes 'tis the season. It's really hard
Like
to
it's hard to pray, and
yeah.
we get that from our own experience. Yeah, you know what? We're human too,
Yeah.
and so, but biggest thing though, rule number one though, no swearing words and I mean doing your best. No swearing words and
Yeah.
no mean calling.
Yeah.
So like no using the beep 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 beep
You mother beeper.
beep. Just all the beeps you could think of. That's a no go. That's a no go because then it's not a fair. Now you're just low low blow, low punches and you don't mean them.
Yeah.
You're only saying it because
You
you're
just
so
hurt, you're
angry.
offended from something,
Yes.
and usually it's something like some deep inside securities that we have most
Mhm.
likely about ourselves, about something like childhood stuff
Yeah.
of overcoming, right?
Yeah.
But you always say something that I really love. You brought this up a very long time ago, which and bring it up consistently.
I
But
think I know what you're talking about.
yeah,
Go.
it's always us versus the problem, not
Yes.
us versus each other.
Yes.
And so I think that's really critical. It's crucial. There's some couples and people out there, really nobody in our circle that we know of, but uh, at this point, I'm sure if we
Mhm.
wanted to look for something, I'm sure we could find something. Um, but I would say that we've seen in the past or couples, you know, previously that it'd be like a diminishing type of thing of each person, or if somebody made some kind of wrongdoing,
Mhm.
investment or finance or whatever, like point the
Mhm.
blame at that person versus realizing like actually that money, that was your money too. It's like, and
Mhm.
it's you guys together, so it's like you guys
Mhm.
are one once you guys are together as a couple, as a marriage. And so it's just as much your responsibility, but it's also you can't go back in time. So why don't you just learn from it and not?
Mhm.
How do you uplift each other? And especially if somebody's already beating themselves up, they don't need another person beating them up, especially
Yeah.
their loved one. So
Yeah, that's really good. I want to add on to that. Very important here is that like you don't count the wrong or you don't hold on to the wrongdoing. So whatever it is that like a mistake, we all fall short and we all, make mistakes or whatever. There's gonna be good deals, there's gonna be bad deals, but just moving forward from that and not like repeating it again.
yep,
You don't need a stab. Oh my gosh, I zoomed in about that. Just don't need to stab more and more about to each other. That ask yourself really, what is that gonna do? Is
yeah.
that gonna help move it forward or not? So passionate about that. And
And then lastly, when we do the what Jesse Itzler
mhm,
and his wife Sarah do. So we got recommended by them in the past to slow dance it off. And
Yeah.
so when you guys are really like enraged or crazy,
Mm-hmm.
we will stop, we will slow dance it, and it's just like within a minute you just like start laughing and crack up behind it,
Mm-hmm.
and so it just breaks the ice, breaks the tension. I think it's a great way to um, get kind of recentered and get back on track.
Mm-hmm.
I think too. I don't know how many other people like hug a ton but I feel like specifically like the last year, like we hug like numerous times throughout the day and like just take a moment for each other.
Mm-hmm.
I,
Yeah.
there's got to be something good there.
That I will definitely add that in
There's got to
there.
be something good
It
there.
lines up the load, and let me tell you, life is tough. There are things that definitely don't go your way, and that's part of the game. However, it's like how you move from that scenario. In 2025, there was so many wins, and there was also so many lessons,
Mm-hmm.
including in that. And so I
There's
think
going to
the
be more in
hugging,
the future.
and I think the hugging came more of that. If like there's time, there's these are real life scenarios where you're gonna feel like defeated, and you're gonna
Yeah.
feel um overwhelmed, or you have like all these responsibilities like coming to you, like regardless if you're running a business, you're going into your job, your family, whatever it is. We're all going through something hard. We've all experienced something, and so
You need to get that recharge, get that hug in.
recharge, and then yeah, taking a moment and stepping out of that.
It's good.
Okay, going.
So this
Mhm.
Sunday, guys, friendly reminder, this Sunday we got our free training, 2
Sunday,
p.m.
Sunday,
2 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Make sure that you join for that. That would be 5 p.m. Eastern Time.
Mhm.
So pause the football games, get there, watch it.
Mhm.
It's going to be epic. So all you got to do is reach out to us on Instagram, message Sunday, DM Sunday.
Cool. Okay. I wanted to ask like,
Let's do one or two more
yeah.
questions and then call it a day ski.
Okay, cool. So we get this question too, like, um, what can I do with the money? What can I do with? I know it
What
sounds.
can't you do with the money?
Mhm.
So if it costs you nothing, if it costs you 0%,
Mhm.
can you put it into a CD for God's sakes? Could you make 4.5, 5% interest? Probably. Could you sit with it with patience? Like I'm not taking down a dozen real estate deals per
Mhm.
month. I'm damn sure not doing it per year either. And we take down one or two incredible real estate deals per year, and very just patient and steady with it. So at the end of the day, like look for home runs, be patient.
Mhm.
It can bring a lot of peace knowing that you have opportunities and you can take down deals quickly, whether it's real estate, private money lending, hard money lending, e-com, Airbnb,
Mhm.
um, Turo. You could do a numerous amount of things. You could do franchises. You could do private money lending, hard money lending. The list goes on and on and on. I like to start getting you excited about your dreams and goals because you probably have something deep down inside of you that like you've wanted to do in the past, but money might have been the factor to like close that idea or that goal. And so if we can get you to start dreaming and thinking again, we can start getting that creative bug spinning. And then if money's not the issue, then you can start focusing on what's going to be more purposeful and more meaningful at the end of the day, that you can get paid doing it, but also leave a greater impact.
That's really good. And then the last question: what is the biggest silent killer of approval odds?
Silent killer of approval odds.
Mhm.
Um, I mean, honestly, there's not one that's the silent killer. There's as a grand scheme of things, it's like the 45 metrics. Nobody knows, like
Mhm.
nada, not one, like just nobody gets that piece of it. And all of it is so crucial. It's very
Mhm.
important. If I was going to label something very basic, but very high level that even our competitors and anybody else could use
Mhm.
and be able to um, if you want to call them competitors, or like somebody like anybody that is just any Tom, Dick, and Harry that's actually doing this. the neighbor or anybody, like most people are leaving their stated income as very, very low dollar amounts, and they're saying the wrong things and they are putting their foot in their mouth.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't mean that we're encouraging you to put, hey, I make millions of dollars per year, when in fact you don't. You don't need to go that aggressive. But if you're stating, hey, I'm a teacher, I live in New York, I make $40,000 a year, and my rent is 30,000, they're gonna not approve you. That's
Yeah.
just, you need to know that. Like, you're not gonna get approved, and you deserve to be approved because you have goals, you have dreams, you're gonna be a good steward of it. Like, all those things matter,
Mm-hmm.
and you're putting your foot in your mouth by saying the wrong things, and you kind of need to manifest the future a little bit, and also the projections of what the business could be within the first year. So that's something that anybody could utilize and take advantage of. So anyway, that's it. I wanted to jump on with you guys. I appreciate you jumping on, having the questions that you did. Thank you
Mm-hmm.
so much. If you have more questions, please drop them in the comments below as well. Please share them with us. DM us as well. I want
Mm-hmm.
to do this on like a weekly or every 2 week basis. Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. We'll see. But this Sunday, all you got to do is comment or DM us on Instagram. It's Brandon Elliott Investments or Credit Counsel Elite. Just DM me Sunday for access to this Sunday's live training. I'm going to be sharing my screen. It's going to be epic. I'm going to show step by step how to do this on your own within 1 hour. So it's going to be a lot. That's going to be a fire hose. But if you want to be a part of our 3 day virtual event at the end of this month, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, 30th, 31st, and February 1st. Come be a part of that. Come be a part of that. We're giving you a course. We're giving you ebook. We're giving you extended live Q&A. We have 3 different tiers for it. Super affordable, very cheap. And we give a guarantee on it. If you don't feel like you've literally got 10x the ROI in knowledge, ask us for the money back. I'll give it to you. I could care less. Like, if you aren't blown away from this, let me know,
Mm-hmm.
because we want to work with people that really get impacted from this. So we know what it's done for us.
Yeah.
We know what it's done for over 4,000 of our other members.
Mm-hmm.
We know what it can do for you as well. And so we just pray that you take it serious, that you show up with intention,
Mm-hmm.
and you get the replays as well. It's going to be like a fire hose. It's not just 1 hour, it's 3 full days, 3 full days that I'm unlocking the whole course for you guys. And I'm teaching you guys step by step. There will be wins, there will be testimonies. I'll even bring in some speakers that weekend that you can get inspired from. So anyway, love you guys all so much. Enjoy your week, and again, just message 3 day to get tickets or check out our bio.
Yeah. We love you.
Simple enough.
Check it out.